I have a few little okras left that I'm leaving for seed. I have my tomatoes covered because we did have a frost, but I think I've saved them and we don't have any more freezes in the forecast for a couple weeks at least. I have not put my strawberries to bed yet. My black-eyed butter beans, I don't know if you can see because of the sun. I'll get on the other side. They did suffer from the frost. There's some of the lower leaves. They look pretty bad, so it's time to get them cleared off. I have a little bit of lettuce here in this corner of this raised bed. My zucchinis look pretty sad. They got bit pretty bad. My cucumbers are done for. They got bit real hard. I have that one there I was leaving for seed. And then this one, I did not leave it intentionally, but I'll leave it for seed. This is my carrot bed with a fire ant mound in the corner. I hate fire ants. My zinnias are all just about done. My basil is done. I still have jalapeno peppers. I need to pick them all, and then I'm just going to pull the plants up here in the next day or so. And that's, well, I dug my potatoes this while ago. I didn't get many. They were just some potatoes I had in the pantry that rooted. And between my tomatoes, I have spinach planted. I don't know if you can see it over there, but a couple gaps. I planted spinach, and then I planted spinach on another end of the row down there, 2 or 3 rows. I have sage right here. Sage is not cold hardy. I need to harvest it all and dehydrate it and get it crushed up. And I have 3 rows here, and you may not be able to see good because of the sun. The first row is cabbage, the second row is broccoli, and the third row is collards. And my collard row looks good. The broccoli and the cabbage is kind of spotty, and I may plant some inside in seed trays and try to transplant them a little later. But I'm going to get busy cleaning in the garden. Okay, y'all. I have a new buck. You'll have to excuse him. He thinks he's dying because he's lost right now because he's in a new spot. Making all kind of racket. Cherry tomato. Cherry tomato was, and I'm going to leave this one. It got frostbit, but it has a lot of leaves on the bottom that are not, and it has quite a few little tomatoes there. Got some weeds. Got cayenne pepper in that bed too. Not cayenne, serrano. This zucchini out without hurting my little lettuces. one back there. Oh no, it looks pretty good on one end of it. Looking to see if there's any zucchini on it. If there's not, it can just go ahead and go. I see some blooms, but they look like male blooms. Nope, there's a zucchini. Okay, I'll leave this. Let it stay. Maybe those zucchini will come on and finish. Over here, from that plant that's growing way over there, it's got some zucchinis on there. So I'll leave it. I'm dreading this butter bean trellis very much because it is thick and just vines and vines and vines. And I have a feeling I'll just have to bring my garden shears out here and start cutting. It's kind of sad because it had lots of beans on it, but they're not mature. There's probably some mature ones on there, and I'll just have to go through. There's a dried one. I'll just have to go through and pick them all off as I cut it off the trellis. It's a cattle panel trellis, and it is just like, see that? It's horrible. They produced well, though. I can't pick with my gloves on. Can't feel what I'm doing. But that's what's going on in the garden. Yes, these tomatoes were covered. There's lots of tomatoes on them. I don't know if you can see from here. Yeah, see? Lots and lots of tomatoes. Lots and lots and lots of tomatoes. I'm going to put this back. It's come undone. But yeah, I have a couple of potatoes I did not dig. One there, because it still looks good. And then there's a couple over there on that far row that they volunteered, the potatoes that I failed to dig in the spring, I guess. I missed them. But yeah, that's about it for the garden. The tomato tunnel. Even with it covered, stuff got frostbit. But down where the tomatoes were at, it didn't. So hopefully well, some of them get ripe. These look like they're starting to turn a little bit. And I had another one that was starting to turn. But I learned something with these fall tomatoes. I haven't planted fall tomatoes, but 2 times. That one's starting to turn. Let's see how many there are. I need to plant them about a month earlier, I think, than what I have this time. Oh, I have garlic growing. It's up. My asparagus is dying back, so I'll get that trimmed when it gets all dead. My oregano. And that's about it, other than cleanup. These zinnias here, are done. And the serranos. I need to go ahead and pick them and get them out of there because they're not going to make any more than what's on them now. But thanks for coming along. That's what's happening in the garden right now.